we go. Now we gotta see the family we're gonna save. Or we're gonna find dead.
We'll see.
Spoiler
All
alert.
right, we are live. Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's going on?
Sorry if you tuned in a bit earlier. We were making sure everything was just right before we went live. We're here in Newegg Studios. This is Nick.
And I'm Mike.
Nick and Mike here, and we're playing Odyssey, the next generation science game, I think is what it's called. It's in early access. It just came out yesterday in early access. You can play the first few episodes. I've only played it for a little bit, but it's a bit like a missed, puzzly educational game. It might be too easy, some of the science puzzles, we'll see, but
Yeah,
Mike was
for
stumped
you.
by the very first one, so maybe it's not too
It was over there. You'll see what I mean.
All right, so we've just been here on the pier marveling at the water effects for a while. That's one of the graphic options.
It is
like
beautiful.
fancy water.
Yeah.
What do you think? Looks pretty good, right? We're
I'm gonna-
playing on the. What are you doing?
I'm trying to pull up the chat so I can
Chat.
see
Oh,
everyone.
yeah. If anybody has any questions or comments, you can let us know in the chat, and Mike will try to interact with you.
I will be reading your chat questions and comments.
So we're playing on the Maingear R1 Razer PC. You can see it over here. Got a bunch of Razer peripherals too we'll be talking about as we go on. The Razer RGB mug, which you sadly can't buy, but it's still nice to know. It's an exclusive item for Razer's partners and that kind of stuff.
That's good.
All right, so we just got here. We're on this island. I think they're called the Wretched Islands. We intercepted a radio signal from this girl in this picture over here. I think her and her family were here, and they got attacked by pirates. So they put up all these obstacles that are like puzzles based on science.
Oh, right.
And because they said that the pirates looked dumb and they didn't think the pirates could solve the puzzles. But she wants us to come solve the science puzzles to help her. So we got this journal you can read through. And basically the deal with Odyssey is it kind of teaches you the history of science. And so we're going to learn about things like north and gravity and stuff like that. And what I like so far about this journal is that it gives you a long journal entry with like story elements and stuff about her family and everything. But the parts you need to know to be able to solve a puzzle are highlighted, which is
So
much
much-
appreciated.
Very much appreciated. Thank
So
you.
in this case, this puzzle is going to be about the North Star called Polaris. It's over the North Pole, and it has a diagram here. Big Dipper
I wonder how she got to the subject.
points at Polaris. Well, I know that her dad is a scientist, I
Okay.
think, and so he's teaching her all this stuff. So we need to point this thing at the North Star, Mike. So where is it? You tell me when.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I think it's that top right one.
Oh, it didn't let me lock it in place. Is it that one? No, I think it needs to be a little more to the left. It's a little bit finicky.
Yeah.
There. Yeah!
That's what I said, right?
We did it. We've been hanging out on that pier for a while, so
I'm
it
gonna-
feels good to actually get into the game. Oh, it's saving our progress.
Oh, man. This feels great.
Achievement unlocked.
Oh,
There's a rock.
This
I
is
can
nice.
Run.
this is really
The
nice.
whole time on the pier, and I wasn't even running. There's no jump button. There's running. Yeah, this is a small development team. I think they're out of Canada. Yeah. This
Hello,
was an-
chat.
This was an early access game, or it's in early access now. It was a Kickstarter game. It was on Steam Greenlight. And now the first few episodes of it, or first few areas, I don't know how you exactly call it, are on Steam. I think it's currently $14.99. So I'm going up this mountain, Mike. Mountain Mike.
Mountain. Thank you.
With the water. The cliffs. Pretty good graphics for like I think it's it could be an educational game like you would have in schools and stuff. And this looks a lot better than the educational games I got to play on.
Have you heard of those
computers.
games where the schools actually have Minecraft?
Yes, I have heard of that and been insanely jealous about that.
I wish I would have had that. I was like,
Open
kid.
inventory. You're gonna smash this box open. Boom.
You got a puzzle piece?
I got a puzzle piece. All right. Okay, you tell me which way to go.
Yeah.
Where should I
well,
go?
What's that wall over there?
This wall?
Yeah.
What do we do, Mike? How do
Well,
we get through the wall?
you got that pickaxe. Let's go ahead and smash it.
All right. Puzzle solved.
Yes. Better at smashing than
All right.
figuring out where the North Star is.
Which way, left or right?
Always go right.
Always go right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're going over here.
AGR.
AGR, always go
Always
right?
go right.
Yeah. All right, so we're going up here. This looks like another puzzle. So,
The drifting tank, we will show the mouse and keyboard in a bit.
Yeah, we're playing on the, while we're learning about science here, the keyboard is the Razer Black Widow Chroma V2, and the mouse is the Death Adder Elite. You can actually look in the descriptions on YouTube. There should be links to the product pages on Newegg if you want to know more about either one. And we'll play this game for about like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then we'll switch it out. And in between games, we'll take a closer look at the keyboard, and we'll try out some of the lighting options and everything. All right, so I got some journal entries.
Pull out that puzzle piece.
Well, first I got to read the journal.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I went back into here. So
Yeah.
Puzzle piece there, done.
Oh, I guess that is right. Okay.
So
Oh, look at that! Look at that sun.
we're learning about the Egyptians now. Polaris in the sky, rotation,
Oh, it's
constellations,
rotation.
first light. So we're learning about the horizon now, and whether the Earth is curved or not. The straight horizon line at sunrise and sunset proved the Earth as a whole was flat. That doesn't sound right. It's showing how the horizon might look if you were an ant on a basketball. If the Earth were a sphere, then people on the exact opposite sides, which the Greek called antipodes or antipodes?
Yeah.
I think it's antipodes.
Antipode sounds perfect.
Depends how Greek we want to be. Would be upside down with their feet above their heads.
It's all Greek to me.
Yeah. The pier, she's talking about the pier we were hanging out in. Sid changed the lock to open when one peg was placed in the Caribbean, where we are, and the other at its antipodes.
So Sid is our brother, or the
Sid is our brother.
Can you explain the beginning? Because we didn't actually get there. The actual opening credits.
All it is you're on a boat. You're just somebody on a boat, that boat, and you're heading past this island, and you get a radio distress call from this girl that says that they were attacked by pirates. The family's there, and she needs you to come rescue her.
This game is the Odyssey.
This is Odyssey, yeah.
The new generation of science.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The next generation science game, maybe?
There's
a link. There should be a link to the website in the description. You can also find it on.
Look up a little to the left. What is that?
So she's standing there.
Okay.
So we need to put something on the antipode, which would be over here, but we don't have anything. I feel like it's going to be in here, but we can't open this yet.
And we can't do that because it requires all of those puzzle pieces.
It looks like we want puzzle pieces, so let's go puzzle piece hunt. Yeah, so this Maingear R1 Razer system, we've been using it for a while as our VR system. Works really well with that. I think by default, this model came with a 1070 graphics card in it. We've actually swapped it out for a 1080 that had 2 HDMI outs, which is something that you need if you want to play, if you want to use the HTC Vive and you also want to output to another HDMI for a monitor or a big TV. You need to have a graphics card that has 2 HDMI outs on it, which are the 1080 that we have does. We run into that problem a lot, actually. We'll have systems that only have 1 HDMI and then it has a bunch of display ports. And that's fine in a lot of situations, but with our big TV that we have in our VR room, it only takes HDMI in.
Do you think that's accurate?
What's that?
I kind of agree with Drifting Tank on this one, where it's like PC building is like Legos. If you need help, just watch videos on YouTube, and we actually have a series.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can learn a lot about PC building from the different things we have on the Newegg Studios YouTube channel.
And it kind of is like Legos, because I'm not much of a PC builder. I built probably about 2 PCs in my life, and it's one of those things where as long as it fits, you got the right parts, and of course you have to look up and make sure that you are getting the right parts. Everything snaps into place and works. At least for me, it did.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like Legos in that it's not actually that complicated, a lot of like the parts fitting together and everything, but it's not like Legos in that the stuff is expensive, and if you do it wrong and it breaks, it sucks a little bit more than Legos. But it is something everybody should try. My metaphor that I like to talk about is like, it used to be that you would talk about how great it is to be able to fix your own car or know about your own car. That's still true, but I think knowing about PCs, knowing how to fix PCs, knowing how to tune up PCs, to upgrade PCs, like the amount of time people spend on computers, that's such a huge thing. That's such a huge skill to have, right?
Soon that's going to be a thing where the next generation, instead of teaching kids how to fix a car or something like that, it's going to be like, oh, let me show you how to fix your PC.
Yeah. Oh, I did this the other day. Just yesterday I was trying out this game, and this is how far I got.
Okay.
But I like this ladder because you just click it, and then you just go up.
You're on a rail.
And then you get up. This ladder works better than like 90% of ladders in AAA games. It's like impossible to fall off it and hurt yourself accidentally.
So you got the last final puzzle piece.
I have 2.
Oh, 2.
Oh, I think that's all we need. Yeah. But I'm
that's all you
actually
need.
going all the way up here because I think there might be one other thing.
Okay.
Oh, there's going to be. Okay, so look, this thing needs a key, which we don't have yet. This looks like some kind of complicated puzzle we don't know how to solve yet. with like fire and moon symbols and water and stuff. Some big rocks. All right, so we need to go back to that puzzle. I'm gonna solve it here.
I'm the same way, Con. I don't play a lot of PC games, although I kind of have a nice mixture of both. But it's one of those things where I just want a monster PC on my table, just to show off. I don't know why. It's just,
well, there's a lot of reasons.
There's a lot of reasons.
Aside from PC games, which just like basic PC games, having good system is good for that. But like, if you want to do any creative stuff, video editing, you're into that kind of stuff. Obviously, that's a big thing.
I have to have my editing software running as smoothly as possible.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not quite there yet, but within the next couple of years, VR is going to be everything, and everybody's going to need a computer that can run it and run it well. People are going to need to know how to upgrade their PCs, or you're just going to need to buy like the R1 that we have here, the Maingear one. You can just buy a pre-built one, and you'll get a good system that can run VR really well. So that's a solution too. But it's not just going to be for PC gamers. Like VR is going to change everything.
For necessity, like you have to have this.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be. It's going to be like what the internet is now.
Well, my question was going to be, what would you need in a PC build that you have to have to be VR ready?
Well, the primary thing you're concerned about there is the graphics card.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, well, that literally is the most important thing. It's to be able, because compared to a normal PC game, Antipode unlocks the globe. All right, so we've probably been saying it correctly because that rhymes. The Antipode unlocks the globe, so that's reassuring. All right, Mike, you have to figure this puzzle out.
Well, it's
you couldn't do the first one. All right. So that's where she's standing.
Yeah. All right. Whoa.
Where do I put it?
Down one.
Down one?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
Just make sure.
And success.
Yeah. I know antipodes, but I do not.
Oh,
key.
And journal pages. Let's see what's in our journal now. All right, unlocking the boat. So we're learning about down. Gravity, down direction is the ground beneath you. Learning about the ancient Greeks now, Aristotle. Couldn't get back. All right, there's a lot of highlights.
Wow, okay. You're reading.
Aristotle believed everything in the world around us was made of combinations of 4 elements. The natural tendency of the element Earth was to fall towards the center of the universe. Water also falls, but not as fast as Earth. Lies on top of Earth, even though they're both heavy. Air is a light element and wants to rise. Fire is the lightest and rises. So you got that: Earth, water, air, and fire. Captain Planet.
Earth, water.
All right. Aristotle believed heavenly bodies were made of a 5th element called ether. Oh, they wrote ether, but I think it's actually aether, but they didn't put the AE symbol or whatever.
I like Final Fantasy.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to hoof it back up that ladder, and we should be able to solve that puzzle now. Cruising along.
Here's a good question for the chat. If you had to play a PC game in school to teach you something, what PC game would that be?
Yeah.
Any game in general, actually. I should have said that.
Yeah, well, actually, like, did you ever play any games in school? Did you ever have any PC games?
Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail, yeah, that was the classic one. That was the one I played too.
Math Blasters?
Math Blaster. It was a version of Math Blaster that was like in the snow or something. It involved like snowball fighting and stuff. I'll have to look it up and find out what the actual name of it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one and the original Math Blaster. But yeah, Oregon Trail was the big one.
I knew so. Yeah, Battlefield 1. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can learn about history. They have real-ish battles in it, right?
That's true.
All right, let's climb up this ladder again.
Totally accurate battle simulator.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I just really appreciate ladders that don't accidentally kill you, so I'm digging that. I don't know why it's so hard for games to get ladders right. They should not be an obstacle to like somebody that's fighting, you know, like Jensen and Deus Ex.
Oh, what is this?
All right, so we're gonna put a key in here.
All right.
I might need to be closer. Wait, how do I? Oh, okay.
There you go.
Turned it on. Yeah. Oh, I don't want that. Okay. So the generator's going. So now this is lit up.
So now we see a light. Okay, so this seems kind of easy.
So what was our order, Mike?
It was Earth.
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 That one looks like Earth.
And then it's water.
Water. Okay.
And then it was air.
Air.
And then it was fire.
It was fire.
And then ether. I'm going to call it that.
I think I just had it. I think that's it, right?
Give it a shot.
Yeah. We're so good. We know so much about science.
So good. You know what? The next puzzle.
Achievement unlocked. All right.
Woo! Next puzzle, we should let the chat see if they can figure it out.
All right, we'll give them some time to see if they can. So this will tell us probably what we need to do for the next puzzle.
Okay.
That's normally
attention,
how this
chat.
works. So here's
We're
your
going to rely on
journal.
you.
Okay, you don't have to read all this.
Nope.
There's a lot of story and stuff here, and a lot of like good science background info, but we're not going to dive into that all on stream. Is that a boat or a dragon? Okay.
I would have loved to have met someone who just like wrote in a journal and was like interesting to read.
Yeah.
You know, like I could imagine this would be interesting to read if we had time.
I showed everyone my model, especially the setting where the sun's light barely hits the flat moon but still lights it all uniformly. So far we just learned about the geocentric universe, the idea that Earth is at the center of the universe. And I think now we're going to learn that that's not actually true. So we're walking through the history of like science and astronomy.
Yeah, nowadays Google is your friend. That's kind of like, well, you know, if you don't know anything,
Yeah.
Google it.
All right, so that seems to be the key piece of information,
Okay.
everybody. Especially the setting where the sun's light barely hits the flat moon but still lights it all uniformly. Fully lit, never partial, correct moon phase.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're gonna climb
Oh
up
wait,
here.
go back to the journal when you're ready, of course.
I can go, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't say the year. I got kind of
Oh,
interested in what
yeah.
year this was going to be.
Turns out they've all been dead for many years.
Ah.
Spooky. All right, I'm up here. Oh, okay.
Oh, kind of dark in here.
It's a little bit dark. So what am I doing?
Oh, here we go.
Okay, okay,
So,
people.
go
So
ahead
it
and-
looks like I can rotate this.
So you can
Rotate
rotate to the left.
this.
Go ahead and show what it does.
Does that.
So if you rotate it, it's going to keep on going.
Wonder if I just rotated a bunch, if that'll just solve it. Can I do anything else?
So here's a good example. So, well, let's see here.
Can I do anything with these? I think it's just going to be a matter of moving this.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there might be something.
No. Oh.
Oh, I'm trying to get
Yeah,
this
you're trying to
open,
get that
so when it's in
open.
the right position, I'll be able to open it. What else we got in here?
Just throw your PC on the floor. Smash the hard drive.
It's just like
I'm not sure if I'm jumping into a conversation
Yeah.
or that's their answer to this puzzle.
Well, we'll see. We'll try that if we can't figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. So, like,
I'm gonna give you 1 minute, guys.
yeah, I already got it. Sorry.
Oh.
I just
Your
had to
minute's
keep
up.
I wanted to test to see if it worked.
Your
Can I stop it?
minute's-
Oh, I can't undo
No.
it now.
Your minute's up.
Okay, wait.
Sorry about that.
Block this
Block this
constellation. Son of stairs. Can you remember that?
No. Kinda.
Okay.
I
where
think I can
where
remember
are the
that.
stairs? Though?
Yeah.
You have stairs?
Okay. What's that glowing box?
Oh, this is gonna open up now. Okay, more journal pages. Journal. Whoa, whoa. Oh, ladder came down. Okay.
I will be reading out the comments to Nick, so if you want to say something to him, I will definitely pass it
If you
along.
want to tell me I'm really bad at the game, this is nice.
Oh, found it.
No, we got to give people a chance.
Okay. Oh, this is.
Well, this might actually be more complicated than
Yeah,
I thought.
I am not
There's,
paying attention to this.
There's some moving pieces here. There's this.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
What was the? Wait, what did it say? Make sure this is. Oh, okay.
Block this constellation with the sun upstairs.
Yeah.
And now we're reading this. Oh, okay, it's showing us this.
Huh.
All right,
Okay.
maybe we need to actually read some stuff here.
Yeah.
Inside, the ladder up from the entrance is permanent. The two leading to the upper floors are retractable. They drop with a lever. To also make the bunker extra safe, Mom blocked the lever to the top floor with another makeshift combination lock, but 4 separate ones, since that was easier to make with the parts she found lying around. She put letters on each of the 4 wheels, and the combination could be a word, but Sid and I are going to change these 2 into pictures. Oh man.
Don't make it harder on us. Question from the Drifting Tank. Hey Nick, PC versus Mac or TV? I kind of already know your answer.
Or a TV. Well, I mean, yeah, PC has got to be the way, right? Like that's.
Yeah.
It depends on what you want to do. There are people that say that Mac is better for certain kinds of art tasks or whatever you want to do. But I've never much liked.
I could kind of
Mac.
argue against that
Yeah.
a little bit. I've used Mac in the past.
I think that maybe used to be more true than it is now.
Yeah.
All right, so there are 88 constellations throughout the year. The sun and moon only pass through 12 of them, called the zodiac. So I painted the 12 zodiac constellations around the room. And the combination to drop the ladder is now the constellations that are blocked by the moon in each phase shown on the dials. The key you need to work is which constellation is blocked by the sun. Okay, wait. Here.
Wait, hold on.
All right, so let's do what we know.
Okay, we know there's 4. Let's run by what we know. There's a sun that we can totally see when we sit down.
Yeah,
we can
and
move
then
it
there's
around.
these.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
Was it that has to be totally blocked? Like you can't see anything. Is that the idea?
Oh, what is this now?
Huh?
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I can leave the moon somewhere.
Oh, hello.
Can I get the sun?
Yeah, we're
Whoa.
gonna get to the sun maybe?
So I was thinking on this. Oh, now I can move the sun now. We're in the zodiac mode.
I think we may rely on the chat to give us maybe some help.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this combination lock. So if you have any ideas for that, that's where we need help. All right, because I did this,
you know,
but
chat,
it's not enough.
Don't give us the answer. Give us sort of the way to get the answer.
Yeah, so you see what this is like.
Okay. Okay. So what was red on the bottom
Oh,
again?
okay, look, this is like a full moon.
Okay.
This is this moon, this is
Oh,
this moon.
yeah.
Okay, so this is actually more complicated now. So we have to see what constellation the moon is blocking when it's illuminated in these different amounts, I think. I'm open to other suggestions.
What do you
People have better
suggest?
ideas.
Samsung, iPhone, or LG?
Oh, that's interesting. I think that really depends on your preference. My first smartphone was an iPhone, but for a while now I've just had different versions of the Android, the Samsung Galaxy.
I'm kind of a Samsung person too.
Yeah, I like that. The difference in terms of phone, if you're just talking about between like Apple and Android, is the trade-off is
Go one more.
Yeah.
Go, no, the other way.
the other way. I need to grab the moon. I know
Right.
that.
Stop there.
Yeah.
That turned to green now.
Yeah, because I can activate the sun and move the sun around.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to
Okay.
go to the moon, grab that.
Straight to the moon.
So now I can grab the moon.
Now you can grab the moon.
And now I need to move it. Okay, so like, is this what I want to do?
What did downstairs say? You had the sun and moon had to be
That
somewhere.
said to block this constellation
Okay.
with the sun. So we've done that.
Okay.
So now we have to figure out this, like which constellation
What that would
is this
mean
blocking?
Is
So this is like the fully lit one, right?
So
Or-
yeah. So maybe change that to that constellation on the top.
Wait,
right?
my question is this, when the moon is like this,
Oh.
is it
How are we looking at it?
this one or is it this one?
We'll find out.
Or maybe it's like this, like the dark is that guy. So let's try that. The dark is the twins maybe. And the light is that Sagittarian? Is that the Archer? Let's see. Okay, let's try that. And then like, can I make it half illuminated or am I pointing to
I think the
either side?
idea is that now move the moon
Okay.
and keep going until you do like 90 degrees maybe. Oh, like that. See?
Is this half or
Like
is this
that.
half?
I think go one more.
Yeah.
That's half.
This one's half? Okay.
So now what constellation is that? And that's going to be the half, I believe on the left, where the light side is on the right side.
Okay, so the light is on the right. So my question is, when it's saying blocking constellation, is it blocking relative to the sun or
Yeah.
relative to where you're sitting?
I think to relative where you're sitting.
Okay, so then it's blocking that one.
Yeah.
All right, so the light is on the right side.
What do you guys think about the Nintendo Switch?
I think it's exciting and cool in a lot of crazy ways.
So yeah, go to the
so-
on the right side, the right one.
Do you think this one?
Yeah, because that's the sun.
But isn't it lit up on the right side?
It's lit up on the right side, which
Oh, so
into
it'd be
the
this
light
one.
side.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a good tweet about it from Kumail Nanjiani. I think it was just yesterday. That's actually a good point. He said that his theory is the longer it takes to explain what a console does and how it works, the less successful it's going to be. And he said that
Wow.
was the problem with the Wii U, and he is worried it's going to be the problem with the Switch as well.
I think the biggest problem about the Wii U is just the name itself.
The
I
name,
mean,
name was not great.
it
Neither
was
were.
sort of complicated because I almost thought it was another peripheral.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were in the same boat. All right, so like that.
Yeah. So now
All right.
that would
so-
mean okay, that one.
So that one
sort
is
of
like
like
light
the-
on the left. It's like a
Yeah.
snake-looking thing. Okay.
Was that it?
I don't know if we got it, Mike.
Oh, we got it with that last one though.
What's the last? Didn't we do the last? Or the last one? Oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Because I was not thinking of what the perspective.
Don't you go all the
was.
way around now?
Yeah. So I need
Yeah.
to go all the way around. Because we're the perspective of Earth, is what we are sitting in this chair.
Yeah.
So fully lit is this triangle-looking guy. So that's actually this one. That one. And now I did. I don't know if I did dark. Oh, I thought I did dark correctly. Right? This is fully lit.
Okay.
So this is triangle.
Yeah.
Unless I'm not quite right. Is this fully
Is
lit?
that fully lit? Oh,
Yeah, that's more
yeah,
fully lit.
that's
Okay.
yeah, it's the Archer.
It's like
Looks like
this.
the Archer.
All right, so the fully lit one is Sagittarian, which I thought I had. Okay.
I think the Switch
one.
is going to be interesting.
Okay.
It's hard to judge when you don't really have the console in front of you, and you know, it's just you have to have some time. Even after you get the console in front of you, you still have to use it for a bit.
All right, let me see if I
Although
got this.
I do like the fact that you can take it on the go, and I think that's the the biggest selling point it has.
Yeah. Okay, so like, I feel like we got it, but it's not doing anything. I don't know if it's supposed to do
Yeah,
something.
what did that note say?
Is there like another box that this should be connected to? I think a ladder is supposed to drop down is the deal. Okay,
What did that
so
note say?
block this constellation with the sun upstairs. We did
Yeah,
that.
so we did that. We're on the right track. I think
I think we just don't know enough about science. I think that's our
maybe
problem.
we got it swapped, like the left and right.
Let's try that again. Okay, so what's 50% illuminated? We think it's that. We think it's this. So this is light on the left side is blocking the snake thing. I think we got that.
Yeah. Okay, let's
All
double
right.
check it. Light on the left side, snake thing. That's
Yeah,
right.
dark on the right side. Okay, and then we turn completely around.
And I know the Archer is completely correct because we tried both the other ones.
Yeah, Archer's correct. Right, fully illuminated.
Yep.
Archer. Or maybe we gotta swap these two.
Oh, I did hear about that, about how the Nintendo Switch was stolen.
Yeah, there was some unauthorized copies out there.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Maybe we gotta switch these two. So I turned that to the Archer.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
and that-
switch this to the twins.
Yeah. I do know that they lost their
Nope.
job. They got found, I think because the picture that was shown was,
We gotta check our journal more.
it had the serial number.
Yeah. Okay. All right, mom blocked the lever. Army logic. Okay, what does this say?
What if that's the answer?
It just tells us, yeah.
Yeah, we have to make sure it lines up.
Turns two wooden discs until doorway. They were set so you can only open one at a time.
Okay, chat, can you can you find something for us, please?
Yeah, help us learn science. The middle floor, chair in the middle. Okay, strange how the crank always rotates a chair. We got that part.
Yeah.
Dad told me I had all my supplies, the tracks, blew up the balloons,
Yeah.
eclipses the sun. Okay.
Yeah.
So I painted the 12, and the combination to drop the ladder is now the constellations that are blocked by the moon, and each moon phase shows on the dial. The key lets you know to work it out is which constellation is blocked with the sun. If the sun isn't in the right place, the moon's phases won't block the right constellation. I think I got it.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know why
should
I
be
can't get
correct.
past it. Let's see. Let's try it one more time. Okay, so let's confirm we have the sun in the right spot. All right, the sun's blocking the right thing.
Is there anything else interesting happening in the gaming world?
Well, there's always interesting stuff happening in the gaming world. The Switch is the big news right now for sure. Next week, Torment Tides of Numenera, an RPG, comes out. We're gonna try to stream it on Friday if we can.
Yeah.
I've been playing it a lot for review. I can't say a lot about it yet. The reviews can go out on Tuesday, but I've been having a lot of fun with that.
Keep out an eye out on GameCrate.com.
Yeah.
Go ahead and follow us on Twitter, and you'll be notified of
Yeah.
all the new gaming news.
Yeah, check us out on Twitter. Follow GameCrate on Twitter for all of our stories. We tweet out everything that we write. All right, so is this 50% or is this 50%?
That seems like 50% right there.
It's not that one. All
Okay,
right.
that one.
So what is this?
Are we getting that symbol wrong? Okay.
Okay, so it's light on the right side.
Yeah,
And it's like that thing. Light on the right side. Is this the same one?
that's light on the right side.
It's the same one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's try this one more time. How long have we been going with this game? Let me go this way. Getting a lot of use out of my Death Adder Elite mouse.
About 30
All this
minutes.
Clicking. All right. We're gonna try this for another minute. If we can't do it, And we're going to say that this game has defeated us. This game with science for
You
13-year-olds has
win.
defeated us.
But really, this is one of those games where you want to spend some time just sort of absorbing everything.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great way to learn astronomy and the history of science. I'd be down for this in school. This would be a great day at school. All right,
we were talking about that, but
swap these
for
out
some reason
just
it
in
never
case.
hit me in the head where this would have been great to have in school.
Yeah, it's one of those games that tricks you into learning, right? That's always good. All right, we're gonna try switching these just in case we're getting our perspective wrong.
What do you guys think about the new Ryzen CPU?
I think the early numbers that came out were very, very exciting. And you know, competition in the processor space is always good. We'll have to see more once other people have the CPUs in their hands and can do independent benchmarking, and we'll certainly do that here. Nothing is happening, so I don't think we're solving it right. I think we're stumped.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna need to swap out. But so this has been Odyssey,
Yeah.
next generation science game.
Don't leave just yet, everyone.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a new game now.
Yeah, we're gonna swap out in just a second here. This is available in early access right now on Steam for $14.99. It's a small development studio, and there's obviously a lot more of the game if you don't get stumped by this early puzzle.
Oh yeah.
I know that like each chapter of the game is designed to like tell a specific part of the history of science. So it starts with this one about learning that the Earth is round and where its position in the universe and everything. And I think it goes into like learning about light and learning about like the fundamentals of physics and things like that, which sounds pretty cool actually. All right, so we're gonna exit out of Odyssey now.
It's so weird. Even like the music is like a studying music
Yeah.
that I would have in college. Just piano.
All
Look
right,
at that
can you
water.
give me that little shelf there?
Yes, I will.
So in the break here, while we're switching things out, we're gonna be showing off some of the lighting effects of the Razer Black Widow Chroma V2 keyboard.
Nice. What do you think these manufacturers get their names nowadays?
Well, Razer has long been, they do a lot of like snake names, spider names. Their keyboards have been Black Widow for a while. Chroma is always that's like their RGB. That's the sign that Chroma, anything Chroma is can do like full RGB colors and everything. All right, so this is the keyboard lighting effect. Right now it's on a flame effect, but we have like, it's green and blue flames to kind of match our games and our background and everything. I'll walk through some of the different ones. Spectrum cycling, just does the rainbow. Oh yeah, from one to the next. It's pretty sweet. Reactive. Oh yeah, we'll turn down the light so we can see it a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really cool. Yeah, once again, there should be a link for this keyboard, this mouse, this PC, everything you see here in the description on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, you can check it out there. The stream will be archived afterwards as well, so you don't need to run there right now. But everything but, unfortunately, the mug, because as I said earlier, you can't actually buy that. Although, if there's enough demand, I'm sure Razer would make it happen. But this is reactive. So you see I'm typing, it lights up for a second. You can pick which color it does that. Ripple is a fun one too, because it ripples out from where you type.
Here's a good question, chat. I know that you're all into your own tech. If you have an RGB keyboard, what lights do you have?
Yeah, what kind of lighting effects do people actually like? There's a rainbow wave. I can change the direction on the fly, is kind of fun.
I'm kind of just taking your word for it. That's cool. I'm seeing the chat or the stream afterwards.
Trust me, this is what it is, and it looks awesome. This is a starlight effect. It kind of looks like the Matrix when you have it in green. You can do like white if you wanted like a star field, kind of like twinkling thing. Is there anything else we wanted to do here?
What haven't we done?
Well, the fire effect, let's see if I can do it in the Chroma configurator. Yeah, this is where you would pick fire. So now we're back to the default fire effect. This is what it just, and this is all built into the Razer software out of the box. You just plug in, you install Synapse, and it does all this stuff. So it's pretty sweet. I want to actually go back, close that, close that, and let's go back to, I'm going to do reactive for the rest of it here, or actually I'm going to do ripple for the rest of it here. And I also wanted to just talk about the mug for a second. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay if we can't super zoom in on the mug or anything. But so the deal with the mug is it actually has an effect. It has a thing in here. You can program what the lighting on the base of the mug looks like. Right now we have it breathing between green and blue. You can change it so if you lift off the mug, it can have a different effect. You can have it do rainbow cycling or whatever. But the actually most interesting thing about the mug is a notifications feature, is you can have it remind you when it's time to drink. See, right now, by default, it's set up to like every 75 minutes, you can have it flash at you and be like, hey, it's time to drink. You can have it flash a specific color. And it's like, hey, you're getting thirsty. Remember to drink.
No, this can't be a thing.
No, it's one of those smart health devices,
okay.
man.
I'm down for that.
We live in a marvelous future age.
What an age we live in.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to dive into Dystoria now. Dystoria is another indie game, brand new. I think it came out on Tuesday maybe of this week. We'll have a review probably next week on GameCrate. I've played it a bit. It's kind of like a little bit of a Tron sort of thing. It has good music too, so hopefully we're able to pick up the music on the stream once we get in here. This is from Tri-Coastal Games.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
You hear it? You hearing? Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Huh? Right? Yeah. All right. So let's dive into a bit of Dystoria. Can resume game. I haven't gotten very far in it, but
that's fine.
yes.
Yeah.
You
See how it
accept that?
goes.
So it's kind of interesting because most of the game is like a space, not exactly space fighter, but like a ship-based game. But then you have these interludes where you're like, it's
Hanging
kind of
out.
like a Last Starfighter thing. You've been like brought to a place in space, and you're
You can use a computer in the while you use the computer.
yeah, we're getting meta here. We're going to use a computer inside a computer. All right, so let's go to this level and we'll launch. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about in the last game. Oh yeah, we'll talk about the features of this game and everything.
Sure.
But I want you, Mike, and everybody else to be thinking about. So we were on an island there in a bit, kind of a deserted island and everything. We were trying to rescue people that were trapped there. What are your desert island games? If you were stuck on a deserted island but somehow had a computer or whatever console
Internet
you needed to
Do you
play
want to
your
give
game,
internet connection for this or too?
you can have it, you just can't ask for help or anything.
Okay. And
It's just about playing the game.
Is it
So
going to be multiplayer acceptable? I'm gonna lay out all the rules.
yeah.
So I can choose my game.
I think multiplayer is acceptable, except you can never talk. You can't talk to anybody because that's
No voice
cheating.
chat, no
Yeah.
nothing.
It's
Okay.
not a thing to beat the loneliness. It's a thing to what game would you want to occupy your time with.
Okay. I already know yours.
I have a few, so
I kind of know you're good to go to. So
Okay.
I'll keep quiet and you can announce it. I'll call
Okay.
if I know it.
yeah.
What is Mike to go to? Man, that is a tough question. Really, no, it is, because I'm kind of a weird person where I don't really play a lot of multiplayer games, but I get the most out of my multiplayer games.
Oh, this is still shields up.
Oh, there you go. You gotta go over there.
Go over here.
Oh, look
So
at all those.
I'll talk a bit about Dystoria while you're thinking.
Yeah, yes, please.
So you can see like the movement is just the normal WASD keys and then clicking to fire, and you get like money, kind of in-game currency, not through like microtransactions or anything. And you can unlock better ships and more weapons and everything. And you're stuck to this geometry. You're stuck to this level. And as you move, you like always stay stuck to it. So it actually gets like kind of crazy that way that the angles move and how you can approach enemies and everything. And it becomes kind of a puzzle to find your way from point A to point B on like some MC Escher kind of a stairway, figure out where you're going and everything.
Okay, so there's a better game than what I'm thinking about right now. My immediate thought right now was like, oh, Overwatch, of course. But I don't want it to be Overwatch.
You don't want it to be Overwatch, yeah.
Not because I'm going to be that guy who's like, oh, everyone likes Overwatch, but more like I will get tired of it sooner or later.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, I would, maybe I would,
Ow.
it depends on how well the game turns out to be. Something educational and something interactive, something where I can always learn something and something that's always being updated, where I don't get tired of it.
It's very philosophical, the idea that you'd want an educational game when you're trapped on a deserted island.
Well, it's one of those things where I could probably use that knowledge to help me out.
Okay, trying to escape.
I'm always thinking 3 steps ahead just in
Yeah.
case. It's like I'm like, what use would I get out of it
All
in
right.
real life?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have a few different answers.
I
could
know
go
I know
with.
one of them.
Well, what's the one that you know?
Civilization.
Yeah, Civilization. any Civilization 3 or past, I could do it. Like I like the newest one a lot, so I could take that.
Oh,
die.
I just remembered another game I would play.
Yeah. What's the other
It'd
one?
be a stress reliever, and that would be Dead Rising.
Oh yeah, that
Not
would
the
be fun.
first one, the second one, maybe off the record. I haven't played the fourth one, and if that's any good as the off the record, I would probably pick that
Fourth one got some mixed reviews. We gave it kind of a mixed review. It changed some things that were like kind of better in the previous games.
Well, that's just
but
like
it
your
improved some
opinion, man.
things too. Well, yeah, that's what it's a review. I didn't actually review it. I haven't played it, but I'm just
but-
quoting what our reviewer said about it.
I would honestly pick
three.
off the record. It was always like almost like a stress reliever.
You're gonna need that trapped on a deserted island
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, like Minecraft would be one, except I'm afraid that the game is too much like my real life situation if I was stuck on an island.
You're like, I gotta make my crops, and now I gotta
might-
make crops.
Yeah, I might not appreciate the irony of that. Plants vs. Zombies, not the shooter, but either the like original or the free-to-play one on the phone is even really good. Just because there's something satisfying about like how the game gets more and more challenging and finding the best combination of plants to use and everything. I played the original on Steam so much.
How about you, chat? What would be your deserted island game?
Yeah, let us know what you would want.
And we will judge you.
Yeah, and then we'll say why you're wrong.
Yeah.
This is talking to us now.
Yeah.
Getting the hang of this very quickly.
I can see you're getting the hang of this really quickly.
Sector complete. This game is also $14.99. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, we're playing this on the Maingear R1. It's a PC they made. You can see it's in collaboration with Razer. Got some really sweet green lighting. Comes with this model came with a 1070. We swapped it out with a 1080 because we were using it as our VR system. Needed that additional HDMI output. But it's one of those, it's a very reasonably priced pre-built gaming system that looks really cool. And
Oh, that's an enemy.
yeah, that's another thing with VR. It's like, VR is a good reason to have a PC that looks cool because you might want to have it in your living room. You might want to have it where people can see it. So, oh geez.
I
My
made
weapon's
a
overheated.
room in my living room, which I have very little of, a room, and I was like, maybe one day I'll get my VR, and I have space for it now.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing that people might not, I need to destroy this with a glass block. The thing that people don't always realize about VR, and like when you're talking about the space issue and everything, is yeah, you do need a certain amount of clear floor space, or you need to be able to easily clear floor space. But the VR itself doesn't actually take up that space when you're not using it, right? Because it's just the sensors. It's not like you don't need to buy a treadmill or anything and like take up that space. So
Unless you want to.
yeah, so you can have furniture and stuff that's there that's just easy to move out of the way. And you can have it like, I've seen a lot of good setups in the living room with the sensors on the wall and everything, and you just scoot the futon or whatever back a little bit, and then you're able to
You know what
have
this reminded me of?
What's that?
It's a Tron and Razer gun.
Yeah, it's a lot like Tron. I think it's intentionally supposed to be a lot like Tron with the colors and the sound. So what you do in this game, I haven't really talked about it much. Fly your ship around, and you try to find the 3 different like glowing orbs. It says orb when you get an orb. It's kind of funny. And that will open a portal. So actually I've done it, and so the portal's over there. So now I have to figure out how to get there.
So we got one answer
Yeah.
to what would be their deserted island game, and that'd be Tomb Raider
Okay.
from Ti-Fi 312.
Which Tomb Raider is the question?
That's what was going to be my question.
Yeah. There's a lot of
There's-
them now. There's a lot of good ones.
You
now.
can't just say Tomb Raider now because
Yeah.
now there's reboots.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the original or?
Let's do it. Going to the next level.
There you go.
I think we get a new song pretty soon.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It does repeat a little bit. The music is
calming a little
cool,
bit.
but we want to
calming.
hear something new.
I want some dubstep.
Some dubstep. Let's see. There you go. It's closer. It's
closer.
not dubstep,
It's not.
but it's a new tune at least.
Something energetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blast, blast, blast.
I'm trying to think. Would I pick Tomb Raider? Like, what Tomb Raider? I mean, the reboot was good.
I think it would be hard to play. Oh shit! Man, I
I
took a lot
missed
of
it.
damage.
Oh no.
I think it would be hard to go back to the old ones now that new games are out. I have that
Yeah.
problem with the first Mass Effect, because like, whoa.
Oh.
Mass Effect 2 is one of my favorite games ever, and I really like it. And I've played Mass Effect 2 and 3 a bunch, like continuing my story. But I have a really hard time going back to play Mass Effect 1 again for a couple reasons. One is it just doesn't look as good as the second 2 games. And the gameplay is so different. It's like way more RPG, and there's all this like inventory management stuff.
Yeah.
That I like that kind of stuff in other games, but now that once I've played Mass Effect 2 and 3, I don't want this weird, finicky RPG inventory management in my Mass Effect game. So I have a hard time starting the trilogy over.
You got your Mass Effect in my RPG.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go up there. Done. Orb. Yeah, there's some new stuff coming out about Mass Effect Andromeda, which releases at the end of the month. That game is looking pretty cool.
Oh
no!
oh no!
It's gonna kill me.
Oh, I gotta run away.
We published a story on GameCrate today about how Commander Shepard's gender is going to have a small effect, probably a small effect, on the story of Andromeda. And that's actually surprising because you don't play Commander Shepard in Andromeda. That was who you played in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
So, but you're going to be able to pick at the beginning of the story. They're going to ask you some things about what you did in the original Mass Effect trilogy, and one of them is going to be what was your Shepard, male or female, and how that played out. They haven't said anything about what effect it's going to have, but they've confirmed, whoa, it will have an effect.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy's kind of wrecking my face here. Okay, go, 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 go.
So I have an interesting question, and
got
it's, to start it off, it's
Yeah.
no secret that I'm a big Funhouse fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've mentioned it plenty of times in the office, but they had a series called $1 1 Hour, and that brings up a good question where, do you think, dollar games, or if you bought a $60 game, you should at least get 60 hours worth of gameplay from that game?
I think anytime you set out to have a firm rule, they're just so easy to think about exceptions. I think the one that would immediately come to mind would be Resident Evil 7, which doesn't, people are beating it in an hour and a half. That's not standard, but I think a standard first playthrough, you're gonna take between 8 to 12 hours to beat it. But I don't feel like I got ripped off or anything with that game, although, it's a review copy and everything, but I don't feel like I didn't get,
nice.
I don't feel like that game doesn't have 60 hours worth of gameplay. There's a ton of, you could replay it if you wanted to, and you unlock extra missions. It's kind of a bummer that it didn't have all the DLC that later came with it. I feel like some of that probably should have been included, but I think it's hard to place a firm value on how many hours you should get for dollars. What do you think?
I was actually going to say something similar, where it shouldn't be I think the idea is that you shouldn't look at it as each hour is worth $1. It's how much per hour did this give you, in terms of worth. I could play 1 hour of, I don't know, what's a good game I've been playing? Overwatch, it's always a good one to go to, just for default. I could play an hour of Overwatch, and I could almost say that's $5 worth, because I've had so much fun with either friends or online.
Yeah, and people put a lot of extra money into Overwatch
Yeah.
too.
I guess it just sort of depends on how well you worth your hour.
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, and then as soon as you compare it to a movie and how much you pay for a movie that's 2 hours long, then it becomes a lot harder to evaluate how much games should cost and how many hours you should get out of them, because movies are very different. Movies, if you go see it at a nice theater, I like to go to the ArcLight or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you're spending maybe $18 a ticket or more, and but you get a really nice experience. But it is only 2 hours usually. So, are you getting ripped off there? I paid $18 for 2 hours, or what?
Depends how good the movie was.
Yes, I suppose it does. Yeah, it depends.
So many
Quality
factors.
is important. Yeah, I'll pay $60 for a really good game that's only a few hours long if it was a really good game. And I wouldn't want to pay $10 for a game that's 100 hours long that's not very good.
Does this go hand in hand with your reviews?
I mean, you have to take it into account. I always try to say how long a game took me to play. I think that has to be, you have to give that information to people just because people do care.
Yeah.
People do. And you hear it a lot with, oh man.
Oh, whoa.
You hear it a lot with older gamers now, where they I think older gamers, when you get busier, you may appreciate games that don't actually take that much time.
Oh, yeah.
You feel like you can get a full experience of a game in not having to find 40 hours to be able to play it, right? So I think there can be a flip side of it too. It's I don't have 40 hours to put into a game, but I want a AAA experience, or I want a high quality experience, I don't want to feel like I'm missing out just because I can't devote as much time to a game as I used to be able to.
Sooner or later, I want us to have time so we can talk about what our favorite games are.
Yeah.
But I was going over it a while ago, and I was thinking about what would be one of my top 5 games, and one of them, ironically enough, and it's not that, maybe it's not that well known. I'm not sure. Is Firewatch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which I thought was just a great story experience. I got so engrossed in that story.
Yeah.
And just the experience. and I think it was like only $20, and I played it twice.
Oh, okay, yeah. You actually played it twice. That's surprising.
Well, because there's certain ways you can play it. You can play it, not to spoil too much. There's just I won't spoil anything, but it's you can play it 2 ways. And I went back to play it the other way because I was just like, I don't care if I'm going through the same motions. It's not the same, but I just wanted to see. And it didn't bother me.
Yeah, I guess you can watch a movie more than once, right? If
Yeah.
you like the movie a lot, there's no reason you can't play basically any game more than once. You know.
It's only $20, and I probably got.
Whoa.
Oh wow!
Hey, we found new colors.
Hey!
All right. Yeah, a lot of the screenshots of this game show off a lot of different colors, so I feel like when we get to later levels, there's going to be a lot more different colors involved in the situation. But I mean, we set up all our lighting here to be green and blue and match what we expected it to be. So now we're throwing everything off.
Thanks for tripping us up, game.
Once again, this game is called Dystoria. It's out on Steam. Came out this week. It's $14.99. Both of the games we play today are $14.99 currently. Just kind of a weird coincidence. All right, so now I got my orbs. Now I'm looking for the portal. Oh boy. I do like, one thing I like about this game a lot is the way that the enemies stand out against the green and blue background.
Yeah.
Like, you see the red and you know that that's an enemy. Oh, geez.
Oh no,
Don't die, don't die, don't die. Weapon system overload, yeah. I keep firing too much and my weapons get overloaded. That's something I'm doing a lot. Is this the portal? Can I
3
just
bombs,
exit
3
here?
bombs.
Checkpoint.
checkpoint.
Oh, cool. I didn't even know it had checkpoints. That's nice.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
I left a bomb there.
Left a present for you.
Shield critical.
Oh, that
I blew
hurt
up
you.
myself. Yeah.
Oh.
Darn. Okay.
Oh, get away, get away.
Okay, I think
Did it
I
happen?
got
Did it work?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, cool. There you go.
All right, now I just got to find the portal, which I think is down here.
This is getting trippy.
Yeah, it's there we go.
Oh, hello.
Oh no, there's more
Hey,
bad
how's it
guys.
going? Oh, wow.
Ow,
Oh,
ow, ow.
yeah, well, can't get me now. Oh, nice.
Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I think I got everybody. Sweet.
Nice, 100%.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, if you're watching on YouTube, links to basically like all the products and the games that we're using today, you can find it in the description on YouTube. If you're watching somewhere else, you can check it out later. The stream will be archived on YouTube with all the links and everything. We got the Maingear R1 PC, the Black Widow Chroma V2 keyboard, the Death Adder Elite mouse. Both of those are from Razer. And the mug, the RGB mug, but unfortunately that's not for sale.
Hey, chat, what Razer equipment do you guys own?
Yeah, if anybody out there has a Razer thing, the Death Adder and the Mamba are very popular mice. I know that there's a lot of those. Oh, and these, interesting thing about this keyboard is it actually has Razer's green switches. Can I buy this? Oh, I don't have enough.
Oh, money?
How
No
about,
money.
can I buy a new weapon?
Oh, wow, what is that?
I don't know. Can I buy it?
Missiles?
I don't know how to buy it.
I think you have to select primary.
Primary?
Oh, you're selecting it right now.
Oh, so I just switched my primary weapon.
Okay, there you go. Primary
Missiles.
missiles. Oh, what?
I don't know how to. Primary one.
Secondary speed burst.
Burst.
I think you did. You do it?
I don't know. I don't think I did it. Primary two. This. Oh, you do not have enough nucleons. I have 470 nucleons. Let me spend them on something. Primary orbital. All right, so we're gonna change it to.
Ooh, what is that?
Oh, I can't buy these. Okay, I do not have enough nucleons. So we'll just play as a different ship.
Says
this
you.
last one. How long have we been doing this game? All right. Ooh, this level looks complicated.
Almost to another 30.
Okay.
Close to another
So
30.
we'll do this level and then we'll call it after here.
Cool.
So if anybody has anything urgent you want to tell us or ask, speak now or
Forever hold your
peace till next week. We'll probably stream on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try to start streaming every Friday. Next week's gonna be kind of crazy because I'll be at GDC most of the week. I'm trying out a lot of cool stuff there. So keep an eye on GameCrate for all the stuff we'll be writing up, hardware and gaming related. Oh no, you can see my ship is a lot smaller now. It's a different kind.
It looks cooler.
It moves. I forget what the acceleration difference is. Or whatever. Oh no, my ship.
Oh no.
My weapon's overloaded.
Did he attack more? I think all those things do is take away your shield.
Well, the shield is like important.
You're gonna
for
get
me to
smashed.
not die, right? Oh yeah, good call. There we go.
I was like, I just saw it coming. Got
orb.
it. Nice. Oh no.
This is kind of tripping me out, Mike.
How do you get in there?
I don't know.
Oh,
Is it getting
follow
close?
it. Yeah, follow it.
There we go.
Follow it.
Ah, darn.
Oh my God.
I need to be able to jump.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Ships are supposed to work in outer space.
You
got it.
There, I got.
Yeah.
This isn't even where I was trying to go.
That's
but
fine.
I just want to collect all the rings. Or
You
whatever
did it.
They are. The nucleons.
Oh,
Oh
hello.
no!
Hi, how's it going?
Oh.
Leave a bomb for you. Present.
Got him. Yeah, did it. Okay, this is a checkpoint. Okay.
I don't think it's a
Checkpoint.
Tsum Tsum.
Tsum Tsum?
Someone just put a question mark. Tsum Tsum.
Okay.
Isn't that like those Beanie Baby things?
I don't know. Is
I
it Tsum
have
Tsum?
one.
You have a Tsum Tsum?
I have a Tsum Tsum. It's a stormtrooper.
Oh, okay. Die.
Maybe
Yes.
is your ship a little weaker?
Yeah, it might be. I don't think the damage should have changed based on the weapon I selected, and I could. Oh, I already have all three.
Portal open. Okay.
This was pretty fast. All right. All right, so we're gonna figure.
Oh, what's
is
that?
this
It's a-
deal now? It looks bad, right? It looks like I don't want to touch
Don't touch that.
it. But how do I get there?
Oh, whoa, easy now.
I'm okay. Oh, maybe I can blow it up.
No, I don't think you can.
You don't think so? Mike, come on.
Oh my God.
Of course you can blow it up. It's like you've never played around with bombs before. Whoa. Yeah, this game can make you a little dizzy sometimes if you go a little fast.
Thank you, Zero.
Whoa. All right. Let's figure out.
The spelling was different. It wasn't what I was thinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody's on the same wavelength as you, though.
Yeah,
I know,
thank
they
you.
know what you're talking about. Oh, man. Okay, I need to
Oh,
go
hold
over
on.
the way you learn to use edges to, like, dodge out of the way. Oh, and you can also do this kind of, like, first-person view to, like, aim a little bit better.
Oh my God. Wait. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm gonna give the chat a chance here.
Okay.
There is an old game that I used to play on the computer, and it was all wireframe, black and green, and you played as a tank. You could choose up to 3 tanks. Like one was bigger, one was medium, one was small, and you would basically.
Uh-oh.
You gotta get.
It got off the
Oh
grid.
wow! You
Yeah,
can.
this happens if you accidentally disconnect. There we go. I got back.
And you basically just fire at other tanks, enemy tanks. What game is that?
Do you know what it's called?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember.
I
So
really,
you're
it's
seeing if anybody knows.
Yeah, I would love to be reunited with that game.
Yeah, or if you know which version of Math Blaster was the one that was kind of like in the snow. Like, what am I thinking of? That would be good too. All right, we're gonna take a look at the next level.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in today, or watching later. Either one's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is playing Odyssey and Dystoria, a couple of cool new indie games on the Maingear R1 PC.
And I'm sure
Destroy
we'll
all
have,
enemies. Oh, this is interesting. This is like a combat level
Oh, nice.
rather than a.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that. Oh, geez. Yeah, that guy's really big. I'm leaving bombs behind. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna die. So
Wow.
this is a good place
Well,
to stop.
this is a great place.
Oh no! Leave more bombs. Okay, I got one. Shield critical already. I need
There you
shield
go.
pickups.
Oh,
This just
come
got
on,
way more
guy.
intense, man.
Really?
I can't talk and play this at the same time.
You gotta. You have to.
Okay.
No silent moments.
Yeah. So everything else, yeah. Check out the description for all the products that we were using today: the Black Widow Chroma V2, the Death Adder Elite, all the cool RGB stuff that they can do, and yeah, Dystoria and Odyssey. Oh,
Treasure Math Storm.
Treasure Math Storm. Mm-hmm. Is this person joking or is that real? Because I can't really tell. That might
I
have
don't
been
know,
it.
but we'll find out after
Might
the
have been
stream.
it, yeah. If so, thank you very much, if that's correct.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna call it there. So make sure to tune in, subscribe to Newegg Studios on YouTube if you haven't already. And you might wanna take a look at the notification settings if you wanna make sure you always get notified whenever we put a new video or
Absolutely.
when we go live with our stream.
Oh my God, that guy.
Yeah, I'm dodging around here. Trying to say all the stuff I need to say and not die.
You don't want to go out like that.
Yeah, we'll have a review of Dystoria pretty soon on GameCrate. We may have a review of Odyssey, or we may just like play it a bit more and try to see if we're not done.
Oh, that's how you end it.
Unfortunately, we died. Thanks very much for watching us today, and let us know what you'd like to see with future streams. Leave a comment on YouTube, and we'll make sure to read it. And we'll catch you next time. Anything else you want to say to the people, Mike?
No. I mean,
You're done with them?
Yeah,
Enough
they
of them?
answered your question.
Yeah.
Not mine.
If anybody knows the answer to Mike's weird tank wireframe game, don't tell him, because it'll be funnier if he doesn't know. Okay, tell him. He's very upset. All right.
I want to know.
We'll see you next time.
Later, guys. See you next week.
Bye, everybody. I'm going to try it again.